Going on? What's going on? We on? Hey, what's going on, party people? At least we here, you know what I'm saying? Happy holiday weekend, I guess. Mhm. This is gonna be our Holy Communion here tonight. You know what I'm saying? So welcome, welcome. Now, if this is your first time, technically what I do here, I talk about life. I talk about spirituality, I talk about you and I, and different things that affect us that pretty much makes us what we are. But most importantly, all of that comes down to, the person that we are, life. You know what I'm saying? So, as you already know, if you're coming back, you know what you're in for. So, the last time I talk about, how you have to customize your God, right? Now, oh shit. Now the cute thing about well, I was gonna say the cute thing. Oh shit, it is. Well, depending on how you're looking at it. But the great thing about that, though, the bottom line, I felt like there was a lot of things that was being said that I didn't say directly. See, you have to understand by me telling you you have to customize your God. I mean your God. This is also telling you, and this is the part that I didn't say, that the God that is given to you, you should question it. But most importantly, it's been designed to you, and due to that factor, that's why you're not yourself in so many words, right? But again, it's so many different things that is being said in so many different places, you know what I'm saying? And, to say one thing means something else, kind of like being able to understand the cause and effect, or the psychology of the psychology, as, I guess lately I've been trying to call it. So tonight, what I wanted to do was pretty much kind of like touch back on some of the parts that I didn't talk about. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like mentioned, but I didn't really, talked about, just like the same, the very first example that I just used. In fact, I was telling you about, the figure of speech. Let's just say, like when you look at God as being a father, there's certain, behavior that you will have because that's how you're looking at him. Versus, or whereas, if you were to look at him as a woman, there's certain behaviors, there's certain, behaviors, exactly. I mean, that you would definitely have. You know what I'm saying? And but most importantly, what I was also saying is that that figure of speech has a very big impact on us. So again, this is a different aspect of it, but we're talking about the same thing. So sometimes to do one thing or to say something, it also means something else. And that's where you would have to be able to overstand, understand all the stands on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get into it. Right. So I talked about, what I'm saying, and the fact that, you guys could go back to it because I'm not going to go back to that detail because there's something else that I also want to talk about too. So, the fact that God is being customized to you already. So most likely by me telling you that is helping you to do your shadow work and to understand, how is that affecting you or what kind of effect that it had in your life. But most importantly, too, if you're taking it a step further, now it's like, what would be your definition of God? Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, now we're definitely going in. Because no matter how objective you want to be, you're still going to be subjective. Meaning, this is what I'm talking about. Let's just say, okay, fuck that. God, I mean, it's not us. It's way, it's somewhere else. That's us being objective, right? But the subjective part of it is coming from you. So, meaning, if you understand that, so it's very hard to dissociate the understanding of God from the person that you are. That's why you got to customize your God. But we talked about that before. But I'm touching on, your definition of God, regardless of what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why different cultures have different gods. And for Christianity to rule you, they had to kill your God and have you worshiping their gods. Meaning now you get to see life the way they're looking at life. Again, it's hard to dissociate God from your life. And here's where the whole spirituality comes in. Here's also where, oh, we're talking dirty tonight. Get your Holy Communion. You know what I'm saying? All you got to close your eyes, open your mouth, man. Say, the body of Christ, motherfucker. That's how you become master of your life. So therefore, you have to act like you gotta act like you God. And that's your way out of here. Goddamn niggas, how do you want it? Well, let's touch on another side of God that's also hurting you, right? Because now God has been seen as the God in the past, the Jacob, the Moses, and all that, and then the God of the future, which is your resurrections, your Jesus coming back, your all of that, right? But never mention anything about the present. So therefore, you're not fully in presence. In other words, what I'm also telling you, Christianity is putting you to sleep, like literally, like rocking you to bed. So you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers are for the deads. I speak for the livings. Oh, we're talking some shit, man. Yo, get your Holy Communion tonight. And there's a full moon going on too. You know how to come out. Gotta plant that seed, man. We're the great farmers on this side. You gotta deal with the different seasons. We'll get into that one. You'll dig it later. You'll dig that later, hopefully, because we're speaking for the fucking livings. But anyway, and when you don't live in the present, it affects your life in so many different ways because now you're not taking accountability. That's like a motherfucker like being this in a certain situation, but they never understand what the fuck is going on with their lives. That's why dumb motherfuckers fuck up his own fucking life. So I'm giving it to you in all different layers because spirituality is just one life. Simplicity reveals the master. That's why, like, it's the same. It's the two sides of the same coin. You're living your spiritual life now, not in the future. That's what makes it an experience because you're living your spiritual life as a spiritual being, having a human experience, seeing yourself as one, but also seeing yourself as part of the universe. So you have your individuality with the universal. It all mangled together. That's what transition is. And that's the state of mind you got to get into. And that's how your heart now becomes as light as a feather, being in harmony. And that's how you escape karma too. But that's you know what I'm saying. That's for the elders. That part right there, that's for the elders. You know, the ones who've been putting the work in, who knows exactly what this is. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because once you transcend certain reality, you know what I'm saying, and that's how you're able to reverse your karma. But you have to become free. That's what becoming free is. In so many words, you coming out of the cycle of birth and rebirth, which is that's where the karmic situation dwells in. Oh my God, like it's happening in so many different worlds at the same time. That's why you got to be in tune with yourself and the universe. So as the God is creating, my Father's working. I'm also working. So your definition of God is it's is how you're living your life. If you're looking at God as a punitive God, you know, that always, you know what I'm saying, you can't look at him in the eye, well, you're gonna have a certain, behavior. This shit is fucking crazy. And that's how figure of speech, affects your life. But most importantly too, it's all mental. I'm just showing you how this is all mental. God damn it. And when you reach that level, in so many words, that's when you are in fucking harmony. And that's what transcendence is. Now it doesn't matter if it's human, if it's spiritual. It all becomes one. And that's what, it's called the highest state of enlightenment. Because you gotta understand everybody's conscious. That's why you gotta say the highest, because it varies in degree. Because there's no such thing as a motherfucking dead, really dead people or someone stupid. You know what I'm saying? They always know something. You know what I'm saying? But the degree that they know versus other people, that's where, that's where the difference is. So everybody's conscious. It's all mental. You see, again, once you understand that too, like, what kind of criticism would I have on a motherfucker? Nigga, you didn't do anything wrong. I can't even crucify you. I can't even. I don't know. That's like, how you feel, nigga. I can't even criticize you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what beauty is. I'm good looking. You feel me? And I stand behind that. A walking beauty, man. You know what I'm saying? That's when you're in touch with yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like, oh, like that nigga Bruno Mars. That's my nigga too. You know what I'm saying? He up there. He up there. Something God loves, man. That's how you create your reality. He understands it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what living a spiritual life is about. Like some people just live it, but for me as a priest, a divine feminine, I'm here to teach that shit. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of niggas, you know what I'm saying, on top of their games. You know what I'm saying? They don't have what's understood doesn't have to be said anyway. It's all it's there to talk about. You still didn't do anything wrong. Who am I to judge you, man? I'm nice with it like that. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, it doesn't matter. And that's also when you bypass the ego. You know what I'm saying? Based on, what a lot of you guys are calling the ego, like being selfish. Or because at this point for me, I become one with you. I become part of you. Namaste. I see the God in you. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what type of degree that you in, you know what I'm saying? You still gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? That's why wisdom is wisdom, regardless of where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what side do I look better on? How you want it? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking too good out here, baby. I'm feeling myself tonight. Obviously. Obviously. But anyway, shit, I'm tripping. Let me get back to what I was talking about. Nate, can you tell? You know what I'm saying? Shit. Oh man, I'm feeling myself. I gotta let it marinate for a second. God damn it, shit! I'm taking all that shit in. Mm. Yes, sir. I got mine. Get yours, nigga. Make sure you get yours. I'm getting all mines. Hmm. So now, I was talking about, how hard it is, what I'm saying, to dissociate God from your life. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a motherfucker that don't believe in God, well, guess what? You're gonna behave a certain way too. You don't give a fuck about, you know what I'm saying? Like if you gotta be in control, whatever the fuck the situation is, you know what I'm saying? It's you can't dissociate that from it. And again, that goes to show, those intangibles that are guiding our lives. You know what I'm saying? And understanding that, and that's what a lot of us are having a hard time to come to realize that. And that's pretty much what all the masters been doing, coming down, reminding you, hey, this is who you are, and giving you all these tips. You know what I'm saying? And the priest, whatever the fuck, trying to wake your ass up, man. Some of you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, shit. Hey, I ain't looking for no trouble. That's why this is for the livings, right? So I'm looking for the one who's trying to, hey, nigga, you trying to get it? I got it. Bam. There you go. You trying to, what are you doing? That's why this shit is etched. In fact, oh my God. Now, I got to talk about this, right? There's this Indian guy, apparently he's been getting a lot of, I mean, I don't know how, but anyway, I think Sahad something, right? But he's been getting a lot of praise over here, you know what I'm saying, with the long beard and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So, to be honest, he be saying some fire shit to me too. I'm just saying, as a student to the game, but most importantly, come on now, you know what I'm saying? We're all masters over here. Mm. And then we feed off each other too. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. Um, but then I don't know what type of question they was asking. They were actually asking, they said something about the mystery school in fucking Egypt. And I'm like sitting down. I'm like, okay, what you gotta say, my Indian brother? And this motherfucker went on talk about, he was talking some shit like, you know, like if it was anything good, it wouldn't be a mysterious. It wouldn't because it seems like, first of all, because it seems like not everybody could be part of it. So the mystery school back in Egypt, like that's where Socrates and Plato actually studied. These motherfuckers they had to wait like 20, 30 years to trying to get into that school because we didn't accept just anybody to come in. So again, this is where your whole, what I'm saying, idea of Ivy League school actually comes from. You see what I'm saying? That's why you got to take a test. You got to score a certain, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to have a certain score, right, for you to be accepted. Because you got to understand what they're really doing is, you know what I'm saying? They're not dealing with dumb motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So they selected all smart people to be part of the school. And that's what make the school what the fuck the school is. So that model right here was actually copied from, us, the mystery school back in fucking Kemet or Egypt. So, I guess I kind of get ahead of myself, but this motherfucker was saying, what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to come at him, but you just gotta be cautious, man. Like, sometimes you're like, what? But he's also, got his god from the fucking Indian mythologies as well. Do you see what I'm saying? So, they don't really have that, even though everything came from Africa, but it's like different part of us. Anyway, I'm not gonna get too much into that because that's a whole different conversation. But the bottom line is the fucking Indians, the Greek, what I'm saying, Christianity, all of that shit is copied off of fucking Egypt. Another way of saying that, it all comes from African spirituality. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll give you a perfect example. They copied what they call priest from us, but they, according to their gods, they have it based on who they are. Again, according to their God. Not that they're Satan, not that they're none of that, according to their God. And that shit too, I gotta big up this motherfucking y'all gotta check out this man called, he was actually, well, part of the Haitian Revolution. You gotta check this motherfucker out, niggas. Their God was different to them. That's why they were able to do the things that they did. Today, our gods are different to us. These niggas wasn't worshiping motherfucking, I don't know, Jesus. That was not their thing. In fact, that's why this God on that side called this other God devil because they couldn't do nothing against that. It's not a match. I hope I'm not losing anybody here. I think I'm blacking out a little bit. Bear with me. So again, you could be objective, but a subjectivity, your opinion of God is still going to come about your opinion. Now, the thing with a lot of you, though, may be you don't understand how it affects you, and that's what you call, like, lack of better terms, dead people. They're being put to sleep, but they don't know that that's what's happening to them. They got comfortable in it. I'm saying while they're being rocked to bed, baby. You know what I'm saying? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, nigga. You being rocked to bed. You know what I'm saying? Now you're just following everything else, not knowing anything about you. Because they take away the presence. They take away the present, right? However you want to look at the God Christianity. Well, but anyway, let me go back to this real quick because as that shit came back to my mind when I mentioned the priest thing. Also, you have your priestess. What is called now that what has become the nun in the Catholic Church. They copied all that shit from us, you know. niggas. You already know. Mhm. But the difference is, well, first of all, the one thing they have in common was both of them did not get married. Like the priest would not be married. There's no priest you will hear, even in fucking um African spirituality, that you know that I was married. It's not gonna happen because their life dedication, they dedicated their life to God, so they married themselves. You're looking at one. They married themselves. But now here's the difference, though. We would have lovers, we would have kids, whereas these faggots, the nuns, whatever the fuck they're the fucking doing, you know what I'm saying? They repress, so they copy it from us, but then they did it according to their God, meaning to the way however their limitations are. That's how they're looking at it, and that's what they were able to reproduce. That's why you'll see a lot of those statues in fucking Catholic schools. You know what I'm saying? Not schools, but churches and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now the only difference with these niggas, you know what I'm saying, and them other like Christian niggas who think they're a bit better than these niggas. And they all came from the same source. But anyway, but the difference would be, mm, goddamn, I'm gonna take some shit. And I still gotta go back too. This is all connected. It's all mental too. All mental. This all connected because I started telling you the story about that Indian guy, who was talking like, I don't want to, or some shit, because he didn't have the knowledge. Because when you say, because technically what he was saying, because the school then, was an esoteric school, meaning not everybody's allowed to be part of it. And then he automatically said, how can it be good? Do you see what I'm saying? Whereas that's not the case at all. You know what I'm saying? The difference was the Egyptians understand you do not cast your pearls before swines, baby. Fucking pearls in the desert have no values. A diamond in the desert? Think about it. Has no fucking values. But if you bring it to the market, have it behind those glasses and the fucking radiance of that fucking, you know what I'm saying, diamond is it's different. Everybody's ooh. That's why you don't argue with fools. He's a fool. The fuck? You can't do it, dog. Come on, man. Brace yourself. You know what I mean? Brace yourself. We can't do it. Love yourself, man. Stop doing that. Because people only understand or see what they understand or hear what they understand. Because you hear them with your understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll tell you right now, when I first saw Raw by Eddie Murphy, I loved that shit. And I couldn't believe he was saying that people used to look at him as just being dirty. When I see Eddie Murphy, I'm looking at, yes, I mean, he's dirty, but that's not what I look at. The skill, the art. But some people, Bill Cosby or other people, oh my God, you don't use such a profanity. To the pure, all is pure. My dad always just, oh man, this nigga give me this drool. And it's pretty much like this though. But I gotta say it the way he used to give it to me. You know what I'm saying? Because this nigga, that's how I got a lot of my good looks too. You feel me? And I'm talking about in and out. It comes from the inside first. Catch up. Nigga said, yo, le critique le critique. Mm. So, in other words, what he's saying is your criticism is critiquing is critics. Oh, what the fuck? Let me help. Your criticism about anything is criticizing you. Now, the only thing with this, though, sometimes people may not see you. That's why everything is out in the open until you catch up to it. You got to catch up to it. And that's what the spirituality is all about. That's what the esoteric knowledge is about. You got to go in, you got to look for it. It's not going to come to you. That's why they call it esoteric knowledge. But most importantly, too, I'm also showing you that's also the reason why in Egypt, not everybody was allowed to be part of that school. But I'm also showing you that model has been copied from us, and now you have it in your Ivy League school. That's what that shit is. You can't go to Princeton. You got to have a certain score reflecting, I mean, in their understanding, how much you really know or how bright are you. That's what the shit's all about. And then again, I was telling you about the priest, the nun. Then we have the priest for us, the priestess. The priestess had a fucking husband, not a husband, had a nigga, a lover. That was the terminology that they used. But they dedicated themselves to the community to bring that knowledge, to others, to heal others. That's why they were not married to other people. But they had lovers, they had kids, they had family, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. Hell yeah. A whole bunch of fucking. And you do want to fuck a priest or a priestess, because trust me. Do yourself that favor. But you gotta be worthy too though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be worthy. Gotta be worthy. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's like again, a pearl in fucking desert have no value. Have no value, dog. You can't force that. If you're forcing it, like that's when you like really. And there's a whole bunch of reallys that's been happening. You know what I'm saying online. Like I know for me, sometimes I'm like really, and then I turn it over and that's really. Oh man, a whole bunch of reallys. Mm-hmm. Unfucking believable. But anyway, it's like, I wanted to touch on those different aspects. You know what I'm saying? And also, to be honest with you too, it took me a minute because, oh, let me go back to that because I think I had mentioned that there was I mean, he was actually from Jamaica and then he was sent to Haiti, right? I'm talking about during the slavery time. Dirty Bookman, right? So he was the first one to sort of like spark that, revolution. You know what I'm saying? And in his speech, check it out. Dutty Bookman, the first speech that started the Haitian Revolution. It is in fucking Google. But the reason I'm mentioning that, I'm going to show you the reason why these people were able to do that. I did mention that before. I did said it. Not even mention it. I said it. It's because they're God. And that's why we're trying to get you to look at your God as they look at their God. In other words, bringing you back to your essence. If we're talking about the esoteric language, yes, going back to your God, to your true self, whatever the fuck. In all level, but to reveal the simplicity in this, to get back to your essence, who you are. Now, some people try to do it politically. They tell you about the history. You got to wake up. You got to do this, you do that. And then a nigga like me who's doing this shit spiritually. I mean, not that the political part is not spiritual at all, because it's all mental. But it's all about the way they're going about it. There's levels to it. Because what they're talking about, there's a certain intelligence in it too. You can't, like, nah, man. Wisdom is wisdom. You know what I'm saying? But again, to get back to what I said before, everybody's conscious, but there's different levels of consciousness. And that's where we talk about the highest level of consciousness. And that's the kind of consciousness that transcend all of the other con- consciousness. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like having the peace that transcend peace of war, or having the type of love that transcend love and hate. When you reach that level, the Buddhists call it non-attachment, and I get that shit too. These motherfuckers are good too. They got all that shit from Africa too. Anyway, goddamn, I want some African shit tonight. But anyway, I'm chilling. Yeah, I guess. Okay. All right, spirit. All right. All right. I got it. Africa it is. Power. Okay. Power to the people. Anyway, it is what it is. I fuck with the spirit. It comes out as it comes out. So, the fuck was I talking about? To get back to that speech. And then he said something, and I think I kind of like mentioned that, but I don't remember the whole fucking. But that shit was powerful, if you understand. For this is for the livings. You know what I'm saying? Those that have ears to listen, they will hear. It's another way of saying that shit. It's all connected. It's all connected. So how do you argue? I mean, how do you argue with a motherfucker that don't see it? Okay, I could think of a couple of terms that we use. You know what I'm saying? That's what some people will call stupid. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? But being on that level, I'm like, yeah, it is stupid too, though. You didn't say anything wrong. It's stupid too. But it's like I'm beyond that too. I. But it's definitely that though. But okay. I. You did it, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you want it? Hey, shit, I'm styling out here, man. We swagging. Shit. Fuck out of here, man. Yo, we ain't doing nothing stupid over here, man. You know, shit. I've done enough stupid shit. Anyway, and that comes with the wisdom too. And all of this is like we're speaking in different layers as well. You know what I'm saying? Not understanding yourself, not knowing who you are, because if you're not in alignment with you, you're doing stupid shit. Because you are, I mean, if you're putting everything together here, your God is your life is your God, then it's technically you, for lack of better terms. Oops, my bad. It came out. You know what I'm saying? Judge me all you want, nigga. I'll resurrect tomorrow, bitch. You know what I'm saying? On the third day, I'm gonna be coming out. Ow. So, fuck out of here. hmm So, oh shit, y'all got me bugging. The fuck was I talking about? I was on my shit. Um. So yeah, you know, it came out, and you can't take it back. I wish I could take it back. You know, I'm trying to work it out. How can we work it out? I'm trying to work it out. So maybe if I can't. Let's say, and I don't even want to take it back either. I stand on that shit, motherfucker. I'm a badass. I know. I know. I know. You see what I'm saying? So if you take all that shit out, it comes down to you, to this moment, the present moment, the power of the now. Oh, now. You know what I'm saying? I read, that was a pretty good book, too. Uh, tell some shit. I don't remember. A long time ago. The power of now. Because that's what you're going if you don't, because technically, okay, when you see somebody conscious, they are operating by that power of now. That's why they become aware of their choices, of their words, of whom they're sharing their energy with. You know, it's all part of that. Because you're living right here, right now. But when you're not here right now, meaning you're not grasping the reality, you're not vibrating on this level, you're not in alignment with yourself. Because yourself is acting, but you don't know what's happening. So you're not aligning, you're not in fucking alignment. I mean, in alignment with yourself. That's when you're treating yourself. Turn around, time out, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's when you gotta get the time out. And life is fucking trying to wake your ass. You trying to wake your ass up. Come on, man. Eat your food, man. Get this work. We're talking that shit. It speaks for itself. Well, if you can hear it. Mayday, Mayday, motherfucker. Can you hear me? You know what I'm saying? Because we broadcasting out here. We're just looking for survivors, though. That's why this shit's for the living. We're broadcasting, looking for the fucking survivors. That would be on one level. The other level is, you know what I'm saying? Can you argue with a motherfucker now? You dead. Well, I mean, a lot of you motherfuckers are playing dead. I get it. That's why I paid you no mind. Because you're playing dead. What the fuck? You acting like you're dead? I know you're not dead. Why are you acting like that? I gotta get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Joke's on you, motherfucker. I know you're not dead. So if I know you're not dead, you're pretending that you're dead, how can I give a fuck about that? What side do I look better on? Is it this one or that one? Oh, beauty's beauty, man. You gotta catch up. You know what I'm saying? What side do I look better on? Tell me. Please tell me. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure I stay on that one side. Hmm? You know, it's layered, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hmm. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I think I've said a whole lot. I hope you got your Holy Communion. It's a pleasure. Check out the Patreon. You know, we have a lot more content. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, like I started putting this book together in my mind with all the books that I've read, and as I'm tapping into these things too, what I'm saying? Oh, fucking. The hoodie's here, nigga. I'm looking at him. Tonight was a trip, man. I took you in different dimensions, giving you different aspect or different type of understanding when it comes to one thing, giving you a better vision, giving sights to the blinds. No, I'm working. Tell him. If any angels ask you, let them know I'm doing my work. Mm. If they ask you, what I'm saying, if you had a dream, or you come to see certain shit, just throw it in the fucking ether. To the fucking ether. Let him know he's working down here. Oh yeah, I seen him. Yeah, I got proof. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I want you to tell him all that shit. Tell him we got proof. Keep the receipts too. Oh man, it's tattooed in you anyway. This is for the livings, man. Mm, mm, mm. I had a mouthful for you guys tonight. Oh yeah, this was planned. Oh yeah, I'm taking full accountability for this shit. Nigga, shit on all charges. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it. Yeah, man. Mhm. You already know, man. It's honor and respect and love on this side. That's how we rock, man. That's how we do our moves, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's guiding us in this, darkness. That's our light. Love and respect, man. Holy communion, motherfuckers. Eat your food. I ain't saying you already know. Blah. Ali.